cross-legged knees. Anybody know my timer? Sometimes I'll talk you through long, deep holds, but I have a timer, so know that I'm not forgetting that you're in the hold. Okay? So let's take a nice deep breath in. Interlace your fingers and go ahead and press the palms up to the sky. Shoulders down, arms are extended. And you're going to bring the arms down and you're going to start to twist it out. So nice and easy. Tall back. Try not to drop your chin. And the first few are slow, controlled, maybe a back crack or two, trying to check out everything. But as you warm up, I would like you to pick up the pace. Shoulders are out of your ears. Make sure you're not hitting anybody. There's a lot of room over here. There's room over there. You can sit up here and make me look. Good. If it's hard for you to sit like this and you have a block, sit on the block. Okay, it's not about the hips just yet. Spine, opening up that spine. And if you can, I'd like you to close your eyes now for a few seconds and start to take note. Notice which side's easier to twist towards, which side's a little more difficult. And you're not going to change it just now, but I just want you to bring your attention, your awareness to the symmetry in your body. Breathing in and out through your nose. Keep the back tall. So I start every class like this just to settle in people, just to give them a chance to assess. It's a little harder than it looks. Kind of give you an opportunity to see what that symmetry is on your body, to see what the misalignments are. So you have an opportunity to address them as the class goes on, as the day goes on. Is this the first class today or second already? Okay. Good. I like the morning classes because you're not too tired. There's room over here. You can come over here. Just don't get hit by anybody. Don't hit her. Like right there. Good. Keep going. Almost there. And then come to center. And let's stretch your right arm up to the sky, nice and high. And bring it up and over. So go as far as you can, as long as that right butt cheek is still down. Inhale, the arm is long. Exhale, sink that hip down. Breathe, breathe. See if you can start to turn your head and look up to the sky. And then go ahead, bring it up. Take a nice deep breath in. And reach it over. As far as you can, as long as that butt cheek stays down. So left butt cheek grounded. Good. Notice a difference if there is one. And then go ahead and bring it back up. Take a nice deep breath in again. Interlace your fingers one more time. Press the palms up to the sky. And bring the arms down. You're going to go ahead and lay down onto your back. Move the block. Move stuff if you need to. And then just check out your area. Make sure you're not going to kick or hit anybody. Because you're going to stretch out on the floor. So arms are overhead. You're pointing or flexing the feet. This is your morning yawn. This is your opportunity. Yep. Good. I want a lot of life in the feet. When you reach overhead, your back arches. And then reach your right arm and your right leg a little bit more than the left. Good. Take a few deep breaths. What's the matter? Okay. You look like you're mad at me. When someone's staring at me from across the room, he's not doing the yoga. And then go the other way. So switch it up. Reach the other side of your body. Really try to make yourself into a C shape. I feel the heat now, so it feels good. I'm happy now. It was freezing, right? It's coming down. I feel the heat. Don't you worry your little hearts. You will not be freezing very soon. Okay, come back to center. Bless you. And you're going to press your low back into the floor. I want you to keep the head relaxed on the floor. And you're going to go opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay, head stays relaxed. Another opportunity to assess, to see what's going on, to bring your attention and awareness to tight spots in your body. Notice which hamstring is tighter. Notice which hip is tighter. Shoulders. Good. And it's really good if you could start to get your breath in sync with your movement right now. So in a perfect world, we're going to exhale and the arm leg goes up, inhale and it goes down. That's too much thinking, don't worry about it, just breathe. Trying to breathe in and out through your nose. I work a lot with athletes, professional, collegiate, high school, and it's really important for me to give them opportunities and to constantly bring their awareness to the asymmetries in their bodies. Because even when they make improvements on the field, they're not making as many improvements as they possibly can if they're not in symmetry first. Right? I had a kid who was running a 4.640, which is pretty fast, and he improved it, and then he came to see me. He went to this speed guy, and he improved it. That's good. And then he came to me, and I saw insane imbalances in his body. So I said, well, imagine what it could be if you were in alignment. So we aligned him, and he improved it even more. So it's, even if it's minute, you're working a little bit harder no matter what sport, no matter how you work out, if there's misalignments in the body. You're almost there. I'm trying to tell you a story, so you're almost there. Can everybody hear me, by the way? Yeah. Okay, because I prefer not to wear the mic, but. Where are you from? Why? I'm from the area. I'm from Westchester. But I'm in New Jersey all the time. Okay, and then knees into your chest. I prefer you wrap your arms around the back of your thighs. If you have any knee problems, I insist you wrap your arms around the back of your thighs. And just gently pull the knees in. Ladies are going to pull the knees in more towards their armpits. Men are going to go directly in. Structure of the pelvis is different, just makes it a little bit easier. And give me some big ankle rolls in each direction. Big exaggerate. We're going to start here to slide now. Oh my, listen, it's like popcorn. And the other way.
I heard that popcorn. Wow.
Big circles. Big circles.
Keep rolling.
And point and flex. And really point, really flex. Exaggerate the move. And then hold your feet neutral and squeeze all 10 toes. And you're going to release. And when you release, try to get space between the toes. And squeeze. What's a little socks?
It's cold.
Oh, I gotcha. Are they going to come off soon?
Yep.
All right, great. And release. A couple times. Squeeze. And release. Usually people have foot issues, but not this many. So hands are going to go underneath your butt, palms face down to support yourself, just to make it a little easier. Right? And you're going to bring the legs straight up to the sky. Okay? Just push straight up to the sky. No hamstring stretch, although it might be a little bit for some. But I want you to push to the ceiling through your heels. If it's a lot of work, bend the knees. It shouldn't be a lot of work right now. All we're doing is taking a peek at the legs. Hopefully they're the same length. If they're not, and you already don't know you don't have a misalignment or something really structurally wrong, and you know there's another tight spot we need to work on, likely in that short leg hip or low back. So push up to the heels, to the ceiling through your heels, and then open the legs and straddle. Look to your left, introduce yourself. Look to your right, introduce yourself. Get over the fact that you might touch somebody right now. Push through your heels. Push, push. Good. And then bend the knees. You're going to reach down and grab your lower leg or your heels. And I want you to line the feet up. So plug one foot in against the other foot. And pull the heels in. Press the knees towards the front of the room. And maybe just rock left to right a little bit, freeing up that back. Noticing which inner thigh, which side groin is maybe tighter. If you don't already know. And then let's come into a happy baby pose. Good. Knees plug into your armpits, feet square to the ceiling. A normal ceiling. Basically a 90-degree angle in the knees if you can. If you can't reach, just hold your ankle, hold a shin. Press the tailbone down and roll the shoulders up, back down a few times. Up, back down. And you can stay still in center or here too. You can rock from left to right and kind of massage out that low back. Noticing. If you leave with nothing today, except maybe an increased awareness in your body and the feeling of your body, that would make me extremely happy. So some people just throw themselves in poses and don't really take the time to feel. And that's really when the issues and injuries start to happen. So stay here a little bit longer if you can. Good. We're going to go through a good leg yoga routine, and then we're going to do some nice, long, deep hip openers and prep you for the next class. You'll be kickboxing people across the room. And as easy and nice as that sounds, sometimes that takes the most mental toughness, right? To stay in some poses that really bring your attention to tight spots. And then legs straight up to the sky. Go ahead, shake them out. Shake them out, shake them out, shake them out, shake them out. Bring your knees into your chest. And you're going to rock yourselves up and back. Just keep going until further notice. Up and back. Up and back. All the way to the back of the head. All the way up to seated. Pretend it's fun and you're 10 years old again. All the way up and back. Sometimes it'll align the spine for you, but we are stimulating the spine. Any back work we do is automatically going to affect those hamstrings and hips. Keep going. All the way up. All the way back. Good. It's amazing how uncomfortable people are sometimes just to roll. Roll up and back. Have fun. Otherwise, we'll do it for a half hour. Good. Keep going. Good. All the way up. All the way back. That's it. Keep going. Keep going. If you really want to have fun, close your eyes. You have to trust me. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and rock and roll, and some truth is really going to start to come out. Don't peek. If you really want a true read, don't peek. Go 5 or 6 more. Bigger the better. Don't peek, don't peek. And then come up to seated and don't move. Open your eyes. Where are you? Isn't that amazing? Look where you are. Look what happened to you. You wrinkled the mat, you turned the corner on the street. So this is another opportunity to tell you that there's a misalignment, an imbalance, more of a severe imbalance in strength than just natural righty or lefty. So for you, I would say probably that right hip, right low back is tighter or gives you issues, and it just pulled you and told you the truth. So if you're a teacher and you don't have the opportunity to train or teach the same people over and over, and you need a quick assessment on what's going on, make them rock and roll. It's amazing. Make them rock and roll. With my athletes, I make them stand up, close their eyes, and march really big for a minute. It's ugly. They're banging into each other. They're over here. They're all over. And it's amazing to them. It's a bigger read, quicker than that. But if you're really not peaking and you're really rock and rolling, you're going to say, did anybody else get something kind of crazy?
So is it the side that moved toward that's
Yes.
weaker?
Yeah, but it's not weaker. It's probably tighter because of an injury, or it could be compensating for the other side. Depends how old the injury is. The other thing that happens to some of you is you inchwormed up. Right? Did anybody inchworm, but straight up? That's tight hip flexors. Okay? And probably not a shock to you. But if you have tight hip flexors, this kind of happens. It's not kind of, this happens. Right? I'm exaggerating. You're not walking around like this, but tight hip flexors changes the structure of the pelvis, makes you have a bigger arch in the back, so now you're literally inchworming. You couldn't get that low back down when you were rocking and rolling. You were like this, and it was like plunking forward, right? So probably not a shock, whichever way you went, but we're going to rock and roll again. Now you're all thinking, so don't think we're over it. Rock and roll, because we're going to do something else. So go ahead, rock and roll. Let's go 4 times. On the 5th time, you're going to roll right over into your standing forward bend. Some of you are not going to use the arms if that's a possibility. You're going to just fold right over into your standing forward bend. Shake those legs out. Good. Head down, head down. Bend the knees, drop the hips, and rock and roll again. Just when you get comfortable. Go. 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 3 or 4 times. On that 3rd or 4th time, rock it, roll cares. Nobody's looking. That's it. Good. One more time. Bend the knees. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Good. Nice. Hang out and standing forward bend a little bit. I want everybody to start with a little bit of a bend in the knee. Grab opposite elbow. Drape yourself over. Give your neck a second or two to finally get traction, to finally not have to support the head. Your foundation is key. Your feet are hips to shoulder width apart, parallel. And then your knees track over that second toe. So don't let the knees knock in. Shake out your head. Move around. Bend and straighten the knees. Find a place that you can settle into, finally, that's a little bit better. And you're not suffering it. That's it. You're going to take a deep breath in. Imagine the breath goes up the back of the legs. On your exhale, fold it over more. And consider pouring a little bit more weight forward on your foot, rather than heavy in your heels. Heavy in your heels slams the brakes on those hamstrings and they never open for you. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Release the hands. Let the hands fall where they may. Bend the knees. Drop the hips. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. This time you're going to come up and you're going to try to pike hold. So we're going to go into some strength. So you're going to rock up and you're going to try to pike hold. Your butt is not touching the floor. And then you rock back and pike hold. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you stand up because I can't do that yet. Last night I was making my husband lift me and I'm like, just lift me! I saw a 6-year-old girl do this! I want to do it so bad. Next year when you come see me, we're going to stand. But hold. Buttons off the floor. Good. No hands. If you can't do it, who cares? Go. Do it again. Good. Same side, same leg. So your butt is off the floor. If you fall, you laugh. You go, damn it. Damn it. I can do that. No hands. No hands. Just remember that 6-year-old kids can do this. It's so annoying. Reach, reach, lift. Okay, let's try the other side now. Uh-oh. Might be better. I always start on my weak side so I could shine now. So I could rock. Woo! Good. Sit. And then up into your standing forward bend. Think about what you just did. You got homework. And now whose turn? Now are you on somebody else's mat? Grab opposite elbow again, but grab it the opposite way. So let that top arm come down and switch it up. Good. So I'm going to tell you now, if you get too serious, we're going to do that 65 times. Okay? So start to have a little fun. Shake out your head. No. Yes. Take a deep breath in. And then bend the knees. Plant your hands on the floor. Whatever that means for you. Some people have to bend them a lot. Some people just reach the floor. Hamstrings are already pretty good. And let's rock forward and back on your hands a few times just to start to wake up those arms. You will use the arms too. And then leave your weight in your hands, and I want you to be very light on your heels. Maybe so light that they come up a little bit. Palms flat, fingers spread. So those of you that are not yogis, hands are always shoulder width apart, palms flat, fingers spread. Basically, middle finger points straight ahead. This is your connection to the earth. This is where you draw up your energy, and if your hands are not solid in, something will be amiss, something will be misaligned in the shoulder. Okay, so leave a little bit more weight forward, and you're going to walk, jump, float, levitate back to plank pose, top of your push-up. Shoulders over elbows, over wrists, fingers spread, palms flat. Good. Hold it and breathe. If something hurts, adjust it. I teach an amazing group of moms all week, and they're all martyrs. And they suffer, and they don't change things, and it drives them crazy. Okay? It's not easy, but it shouldn't be painful. Okay? Push the floor away. You're going to take that right knee into your chest. We're going to start to warm up that hip deeper. You're going to draw figure eights on your mat with your knee. Big, giant figure eights. Pushing the floor away, warming up the abs, kind of feeling out what's going on with the hips. Not circles, not eggs, figure eights. Good, press back to plank. Let's go to the other side. Breathe, get bigger. Which hip was nicer? Which hip did Nate, which hip did egg? And then downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Good. So alternate calf stretch. It's your second real feel hamstrings. But now you're going to kick in with those calves. Kick in with the Achilles tendon. You may even affect your feet. Who said something stupid already? Your body's not stupid. Did you say it? Finding with my stupid top. Good. Okay, so bring the legs together, bend your knees, pull your hips back, walk, jump, or float to standing forward bend. Bring the feet together, inner thighs together, bend your knees, drop your hips, and come into chair pose. Chair pose, literally, chair pose. Trying to get those upper arms alongside your head and sit in. Heart shines forward, not down. Chin is neutral. Not down, not up. Good. Sit in more. Sit in as much as you can before your heels want to come off the floor. That's it. Good. Breathe. I'm over the stage thing. Ooh, it is cold down here. You're really cold. Go on the stage. It's freaking hot on the stage. Chest and belly to your thighs. Chest and belly to thigh, fingertips to the floor. Keep the chest and belly connected to your thigh and straighten the legs the best you can. That's it. Bend your knees, drop your hips, and back into chair. Back a little more. Good. Sit. Chin up. Yes. There you go. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Sit, chest and belly to thighs. Feel the connection. Keep the connection. Straighten the legs as much as you can. Maybe it's not much at all, but it's protecting the back and still going into the hamstrings. Woo! Bend the knees, drop the hips, chair pose. Sit in, sit in. Sit and fold it over. Sit, shake your head out, bend the knees, drop the hips, chair pose. Am I a broken record? Sit in, nice. Reach, palms face each other, feel the inner thighs connect, shoulders out of your ears, and then fold it over. Shake out the legs, shake out the head, bend the knees, plant your hands, walk, jump, float back to plank pose. Nice. Okay, you should know something about me now, so let's go to down dog. One of my pet peeves is swooping on the mat. Okay, I feel like you're not trying hard enough if you swoop on the mat. So this hugs the crap out of me, and I'm not really sure why, but push the floor away, lift the foot up, and press it back, okay? Just want to tell you that now, because when there's 60 people, the swooping gets nuts, and you don't want me to get crazy. Okay, so push the floor away. That's it. Nice. And you're going to bring the right leg up to the sky, nice and high. Right foot's going to come forward between your hands. Good, we're going to go into a half-side squat. So you're going to turn to the left toes up to the sky, and you're going to sit in as low as you can, as long as your right foot is flat. Okay, some of you are going to need everything you got to hold on. Some of you are going to be able to bring your hands into heart center. Whatever it is, just accept it. Okay, but protecting the knee at all costs, track it over the toes. Good, and don't worry, we're going to have a lot of opportunity here. Sink deeper. Good. You're going to come out of it a little and switch sides. Good. Hold. Right toes up to the sky. Right leg is long. Notice the difference? Maybe happier. Maybe it's harder. Roll your shoulders up, back down. Sit. Good. Hold. Breathe. Switch sides. So we're not going to flow through haphazardly today. What we're going to do is we're going to face our truth today. We're going to build strength, and we're going to learn how to stay. We're going to build some focus, mental toughness, and reality. Right? We're going to challenge ourselves a little bit. So the minute you maybe feel a twinge or you're uncomfortable, it's difficult, see if you can stay a little bit more rather than running from the pain, from the stretch. Pain you can run from, stretch no. Shift it back again. Good. Good. Beautiful. Good. So now you might want to talk. Yes, I will. And you want that foot, toes facing. You're trying to like that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Take a deep breath in. Take a big exhale. I didn't say switch it yet. Switch it. Good. Doesn't matter how many we're going to do. Just be in the moment. Good. If you have to be like this,
Sticky.
that's fine. Don't look at the person next to you. The person next to you had different life experience than you. You can't expect to be exactly like somebody else, and if you do, you're only setting yourself up for disappointment. Last time, switch it back. Good. We're having way too much fun here. No one's gonna like you. She's like, good. Roll your shoulders up, back down. That left foot should be flat. Don't roll in. Don't rock out. Feel that right inner thigh. It's awesome. You're almost there. You're almost there. Find a way. Find a way. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, swing it around to the front of your mat. Press back to plank pose. Wait a minute. Did you just lose your mind for a second and forgot?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You'll never go to a yoga class again now without thinking of me. Chaturanga. Lower it down. Low push-up. Upward dog. Inhale. We really should look into why that bugs me so much. It has to be a past life thing. Down dog. How did that bug me? I don't know. You could scratch a chalkboard. You could do all that. But the mat? I don't know. It's ridiculous. Right leg's going to come up to the sky. Right foot forward between your hands. Good. You're going to stay on the left toes, left heel straight up to the sky. I want you to reach your hands to the front of the room. Chest is still connected to your right thigh. Right leg is a 90-degree angle. Okay? So the only reason you're going to stay here without falling over is if you're all the way back through that left heel now. Keep the position and come up into lunge. Beautiful. Good. You're back through the left heel. You're up to the sky. You're low in the right knee, and it's so much fun. Better. Good. Breathe. And then see if you could kiss the floor with your left knee 5 times. 1, 2. Good. 3, 4. Stop rushing. 5. And hold. Weight of the world. Right? And then drop the knee down. Now, if you want to, you can fold the left side of your mat down. Then drop it down. Untuck the toe. Be in your lunge. Okay? If you need a little more cushion. You're on rug, so it's a little bit more forgiving. You're going to think, lengthen, lift. You're going to press the hips forward. Balance, strength, stretch. You're going to try and lift that back leg and lower it down. Good. Lift and lower. Good. Lift and lower. Lift, lower, lift, and lower. Hands heart center, and twist it out. Okay, so get as deep as you can in the twist. Get that left armpit around your right knee. Push. Press forward. Get the heart through. Balance is good. Then press the hips forward more. Good. Press them more. Twist more. If you can, look over your right shoulder. Bring the heart through. Arms up to the sky. In center in front, sorry. I know I said it wrong, but everybody does the wrong thing. Bring it up and right back down. Press back to plank pose. Is anybody freezing today?
Take the sock.
You all looked at me and laughed. Swooping. Swoop back to plank pose. Chaturanga. Upward dog. If you're freezing, you can go on. Seriously, it's really hot up there. And down dog. Left leg up to the sky. Left foot forward between your hands. Stay on your right toes. Right heel is straight up to the sky. Scoot that left foot forward enough that it's a 90-degree angle now. Reach your hands to the front of the room. Reach, reach. Push back through your right heel. Okay?
Beautiful.
Hold and breathe and reach and peel yourself up into your lunge. Hold it, hold. And right knee touches the floor. 1. No scrunchy face. 2. 3. Your knees are still cracking. 4. 5. Bring your hands down to the floor. Fold the mat down on the right if you need to. If you want to, right knee down, untuck the right toes. Back into your arms up lunge. I know this isn't the shoulder class, but if you feel like there's a lot of resistance in your shoulder, I know for me, if I grab opposite elbow, I can sometimes get a little more range. Just feels a little bit more rewarding. Okay? Good. Press the hips forward. Bring the heart up. And curl that right knee. 1. Good. 2. If it doesn't come off the floor, it doesn't come off the floor, but you're still using the same muscles. 4. And 5. Good. Lower it down. Hands heart center and twist it out left. Dig it in and twist. Dig it in and twist. Did you do the other side before? Okay. I just want you to do the same thing twice. That's it. Press the hips forward more, more. Where can you go more? And then arms up to the sky. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Tuck the back toe. Lift the knee. Press back line. And go to the back. That was better, but then it got a little bad at the end. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Good. Downward dog. Nice. Right leg up to the sky. You know where we're going now. Right foot forward between your hands. Staying in your lunge. Reach your hands forward. We're going to pick it up a little bit. Arms up to the sky. Kiss the floor. 1. Don't rush through it. Love it. Enjoy it. What are you rushing for? The next class? To get kicked again? 4. And 5. Good. Bring the hands down. Fold the mat if you need it. Knee down to the floor. Fold the mat if you need to. Otherwise, arms are up to the sky and curl. 1. Press the hips forward more. 2. Some of you might be a boop really quick. Some of you may be slow and control. 4. Heart is up. 5. Good. Keep the hips forward. Listen, listen. Left toes untucked. See if you can lift the left knee without tucking the toe under. You may not be able to lift the knee. really try and hold it. That's it. Lift the hips up to the sky. Make it more about back safety and the hamstrings you'll feel, even if the knees are bent. One way to dig deep into the hamstrings is to bend your knees a lot. So the knees are about 4 inches off the floor. You're still pretty much in a down dog. Push the floor away with your arms. Your arms are super straight, but keep the knees bent. So we got this beautiful long back now. Very bent knees, strong straight arms. Keep the back, arms, hands the same, and push your legs straight. If you don't cheat, it's amazing. So bend the knees, 4 inches off the floor. That's it. Push the floor away. Strong, strong arms. And straighten those legs. Good. Nice. What you're going to do is you're going to bend the knees, pull the hips back. You're going to softly. Now, if you can't do it in one swoop, you can go, okay, you can do 500 hops if you want. What I want you to do is consider jumping into squat. And I want it to be landing, I tell my students, landing on little kittens. And soft. Good, don't get comfortable just yet, because you're going to jump right back. Downward dog. And then jump it forward. Don't give yourself time to think, just go. And jump it back.
That's it.
Yes, down dog. And jump it forward. Little kittens. Try to land on your toes. That's it. 3 more times. Even if you go halfway. That's it. Good. On that 3rd time, I got film. I'm going to check. Land and squat and hold. Good. Go as low as you can, as long as your feet are flat. If you have to be here for knee issues, be here. There's no wall, unfortunately. So I know in our syllabus we were supposed to do 2 stretches on the wall. Ain't happening, so I'm going to make it up to you some other way. I could show you them. You can practice in the hallway later. So I want you to be supple in squat. A lot of people go to squat. Squat hurts, hold back, never let go. Round it back. I want you to roll the shoulders up, back down, heart through, breathing. Your hands are in heart center. Your elbows are there to align the knees for you. And maybe you could even, I would rather you fall 6,000 times. Maybe you could sway from left to right. Wow, this is a good bunch of squat. Wow. If your heels are almost there, consider making your feet a little wider. Your heels might come down. One of the worst things in my mind is a yoga mat because it gives you this unrealistic space to work with. It's this big. Some people need to be wider, and they don't think they're allowed to be wider because the mat's not wide.
Sure. That feels great.
And then arms up to the sky and center. See if you can lift the knee without tucking the toes. Got it. Good. Good. That's it. Further down over. And then bring the hands down. Press back to plank pose. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Last time, promise. Right foot forward. Don't give up now. This is where you're going to make change. Okay? Right foot forward in your lunge. Reach the arms out. You feel those legs yet? Okay, that's what you wanted. And go ahead, kiss. Good. 2, 3,
In and out.
4, shoulders out of ears, 5, drop the knee, go ahead, kick. Imagine my face is right in your butt cheek right now. Kick it. 2, 3, good, 4, 5, hands heart center, twist it out, twist, twist, bind. You want to arm balance because you can. That's fine. Another one down. Another one left.
It's the dust.
Follow her. Shoulders out of your ears. Look over the right shoulder. Come back into center, arms up. See if you can lift the knee without tucking the toe. Good. Lower it in control. Hands down to the floor. Press back to plank pose. Chaturanga. So that's the quietest one yet, and you're tired. Upward dog. Downward dog. Beautiful. Left leg forward. The last one, the best one. Arms up. Find that new reserve of energy. Kiss. Kiss is a nice thing. I didn't say drop or kiss. 3. There you go. Good. Knee down. And hips forward. Heart up. Kick. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands heart center. Twist. Beautiful. Twist. Get in there and twist. Did you know that you're faux twisting? No. Okay. So this elbow is going to go here. And then palms together. Now push your hands into heart center. That's a twist. You even got a back bend. I mean, you had a back bend. Now see if you can back bend right here. Yes. Feel the difference? Yes. Get off. Arms up to the sky.
All over. You like, oh.
See if you can lift that knee last time. Best one. Back bend, chest lift. Knee down, hands to the floor. Press back to plank pose. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Good. Nice. Hang on down dog. Palms flat. Fingers spread. Let your head hang. Take a few deep breaths. Nice. That's a nice flat back. Right? Push the arms a little in your might. Keep that back flat. And then you straighten it a little bit. That's it. You still feel that, right? But this is safe. Okay, deep breath. I didn't forget. Deep breath. You got the micro bend. In the legs. Come on. There you go. It's going to be harder for you, but you need to be there. Okay? Yes? Okay. Walk or jump into your standing forward bend. And you're going to lower it down to toe balance this time. So now you're going to sit on your heels. Heels come off the floor. Okay? Some of you might need to hold on to your block. See if you could connect your inner thighs. And trying to think that someday it's going to feel like you're sitting up against a wall behind you, that you're not here. Although it might have to be like that today. Okay, so you're here. If anybody has any really bad knee issues, you can stay there and maybe just instead of, but you can roll up your mat, put it behind your knees, and maybe able to get some of that opening without the pressure of the knee. You just will stick around there, okay? Okay, so if you can, you're going to reach your arms out, palms face up, holding a tray. Sit, squeeze the inner thighs together. Try not to sit back or roll forward, and come all the way up to standing on the toes. sound like that in my life. And then all the way back down. Last time. Hold, hold, hold. You're going to lean back. Or fall forward. Lean back. And you're going to come to your knees, toes tucked. So as you may or may not know, I work with a lot of professional athletes, and this will bring a 375-pound lineman to his knees. This looks very easy, but for a lot of you, it is not going to be easy at all. It's torture. If you are a runner, agility sports, tennis, it's really quite important. Okay? Best you can. Now, if you're in agony, you have the block or the ball, you can lean forward a little bit. Okay? And then ease into it. I want you to at least think that someday I'm going to be right over my heels. Okay? If it's easy for you, bring your hands behind you on the floor. Tuck the tailbone under, hang out there. Becomes more quad. If it's easy for you, you're going to come all the way back onto your forearms. Okay? I show you only because you'll say, that's not possible. Not because I want to be a circus trick or anything like that. Just so you see, and it's too far. It may be middle of the road, right? So you're going to stay here a little bit. Now what's important is that your heels are straight up to the sky. Okay, that you're on all 10 toes. You don't come off your big toe. So this is couch pose. And this is full expression of couch pose. Okay, why? Why do we need to do this? Why? You could ask me why, because I would never make you do anything that I didn't think was important. What happens is a lot of people, if you have bunions, they run in your family, or you already have them, or you know what's going to happen, this will help stop the progression. It's not going to turn back time, help stop the progression. If you get plantar fasciitis problems, if you get pain, knifing pain, agonizing pain in the bottom of the foot, this is going to help that. If you have Achilles tendon problems, this is going to help that as well. All of those things are going to give you more range of motion and mobility in the ankles, toes, and feet, so we have less pressure on that knee joint, right? But you do what you can. You eventually they're together. If you to be apart, that's fine. Just not me. Because I'll say that, and then because I want to take it to the extreme, you know. Okay, you're gonna hang out. You're almost there. So if you're thinking about coming out now, please try not to. This is exactly when you need to stay in. You're there. Do you feel stretched? Then you're good. Then you're good.
The fingertips are in.
I don't even care. Yeah, you're just holding on to your legs sometimes. I don't even care. Yeah. Good. Almost there. Almost there. If you have any kids that play sports, you should teach them this. Practice it first so you rock at it, and then teach them. You have 15 seconds. So if you're thinking of coming out, please don't, please don't, please don't. There's a reason for a long deep hold. The first minute you're resisting, fighting, not breathing, and hating. And then you kind of give that all up and really sink in. Okay, start to bring yourself up. You're going to stop on your hands and knees, right? Just stop there. You're not going to be able to do much more for a second or two. Maybe you want to squeeze and release the toes. Some people like to go back one leg at a time into a lunge. Some people like to go down dog. Such little muscles, such big pain, right? Amazing. Good. Okay. Downward dog. That's not first. Downward dog. Good. And, all right. Right leg's going to come up to the sky. Your is to press those hips forward, to start working that left hip flexor, to tuck the tailbone under and protect the back. Good. If you can, climb your hands up onto your thigh. Do that. Good. If you're going to do this on your own, I won't hold my breath, but if you're going to do this on your own someday, the best case scenario is to hang around, bless you, 2 blocks. Okay, and really start pushing and working into that back bend, chest lift. Right? And you could do that to some degree with your hands on your thigh. But keep pressing the hips forward. Don't hold back. And again, you need that longer amount of time so you finally let go. Now, the other thing I want to tell you is when we're talking about hips, most especially, is the hip joint, right? Bone socket hip joint. Directly related to the jaw joint. You can laugh all you want. It's the truth. Temporomandibular joint. So if you are in yoga poses, if you are playing sports, if you are working out, and you don't want like this, you're mad, you're suffering, try it right now. See what happens. If you clamp down here, it's going to immediately go here. There's a reason why it's all when you're trying to have a baby, right? They didn't say go. They go. You're supposed to relax. You're supposed to relax that jaw in order to open up the hips. You're supposed to have that calm game face, and the hips will start to open up. So you're almost there. See if you can press a little bit more. See if you can challenge it a little bit more. It should never be super easy. Super easy is a waste of your time. You should always be on the edge of can't breathe right before that. And not necessarily, you know the difference between stretchy pain and changing pain and pain, right? You should always be on that edge. Best analogy is that grain of sand. Grain of sand in the oyster irritates the heck out of the oyster until it becomes a pearl, right? That's all it's about. So you're going to start walking your hips back, and you're going to come into a half heroes now. Take your block with you if you need it. In a perfect world, I would prefer you all sat on the inside of that left foot, but that might not happen for a lot of you. So if you have a block, sit on the block. If you don't have a block, the ball will be fine too. Okay? Some of you have a towel and you just need a little bit. Okay? So now we're working that ankle joint, toes untucked instead of tucked. You could have the knees a little bit apart, but not too wide. That's a different stretch. Ultimately, they're together. You need to find comfort here because it's going to be another long hold. Give the magic of how long we're holding these. You know better than that. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you secrets. So,
for us to move it forward.
what?
For us to move it forward, not for.
I gotcha. So if you're good, if it's a good place for you, happy place, go back on your hands, go back on your forearms. You can lie completely down. If that knee comes up, you went too far. If the low back hurts, you went too far. Remember, you want to agitate. So you're going to take a few deep breaths. If you're down on a block, on a mat, on your forearms even, you can consider bending your right knee, right foot flat. And ultimately, for those that it's easy for, you're going to bring the right knee into your chest. Okay? Bless you. Those are the options. Okay? You should feel stretchy stretch, not knifing pain in the knee, not zapping pain. Be truthful. So what I also want you to do is come out of it a little bit. This is a natural flexion and a natural movement of the knee as long as, this is very important, and shame on me for not saying it, as long as the bottom of the foot is facing straight up. It should be facing, yeah, not out. This is suicide for the knee. Unless you're a for goalies.
Is this for a challenge?
Yeah. May not be for you because you're really good at it. Yes, yes. You could also do this. But it's very, very important that the bottom of the foot is straight up. Yeah, so if it's easy for you, you're laid out, actually you're a little bored, you can bring your arms over your head. You can reach, try to press that low back down, grab opposite arm. I do really, really challenge you to find something to be in. Most people in here are probably feeling ankle, right?
It's just a little claw.
What about the top of the foot?
Yeah. Well, maybe we need the ankle stretch first, right? Okay, so what leg we got back? Left leg back? Okay. If you're reclined, you're going to start coming up. Take your time. You're going to come, if you need help, let me know. You're going to come on to that front leg and back in that lunge. Slide the left leg back. Right foot forward. You're going to stay here. This time your hands are on the inside of your foot. Okay. This is the real work, I think. We can vinyasa and chaturanga dog, down dog, and all that all day long. That just warms you up for the real work, right? You could stay here. Some of you are going to be here. Maybe you're on a block. Some of you will be here. The only thing I ask is that that right foot stays flat on the ground. Okay? And that you're trying to work the back. Flatten it out.
Did the knee fall open or should it pull it in?
Not yet. Hint, hint. Yeah, we're hugging the knee in for now. We're maintaining that heat we built. And again, try and stay. It's easy to make the decision to come out. That's easy. It's easy to make the decision to leave, come out. I don't need to do that. Make up a whole bunch of stories. It's hard to do the work.
And toes are